First, at this time of the year, it's important to obviously recognize the great job our seniors have done. Obviously, Ron being a walk-on, joining our team this year, he's been a great addition to the program. And then with Nick and TJ, two guys who signed with us and committed to us, the spring that we got the job, and we talk to our guys all the time about, the three areas of your life as men, as students, and as players, and growing in those three areas and transforming and putting yourself in a better situation. Those two guys have done an unbelievable job. They really have. Both will graduate in May. Both have become better teammates, better leaders. TJ's done a great job as a captain for us this year. Nick's role has changed dramatically, and he's had some down days, as anybody would, but he's handled it probably better than a lot of guys. And one thing that I think you see every day, the progress of Michael Durr has a direct correlation to Nick every day in practice, and Nick's very good at preparation and understanding the nuances of our system, and he's done a great job in helping Mike as a freshman. Those two guys have sacrificed a lot for the program, and we wouldn't be making the progress that we are as a program without those two. So very, very appreciative. It's always a tough day, and you make it tougher when you don't play well. Give SMU credit. They played better than we did today. Defensively, we weren't nearly as good as we need to be. Offensively, when we got stagnant against the zone, that impacted our defense due to the fact of either turnover or non-aggressive shot, and that really hurt us. And they're explosive offensively. Very talented team. Very talented team. And we're on our heels offensively and defensively. And unfortunately, it's part of the process when you don't play well. As proud as I was in New Orleans about our guys responding to the challenges of with LaQuincy not playing and playing in an environment that you can't really get up for and different things like that. Our guys responded very well at Tulane, and we did not respond as well today, and that's disappointing. So our guys have responded all year long and bounced back from times where we didn't play as well. And I have all the confidence in the world and expect them to do that to open the tournament up on Thursday.
There was a stretch in the back end of the first half where they converted 5 or 6 fast breaks.
Yep.
They seemed to keep you at arm's reach the rest of the way. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so two things. One, we had some just very sloppy ball handling, tentative ball handling, passes, fake a pass high and then throw it high, which makes no sense, but we did it multiple times. And then, then we had some shots and we didn't shoot them with the aggressiveness that you need to shoot them with. I thought the first 12 minutes and then the last 7 minutes was the way we were supposed to attack their zone and so forth, and then in between we didn't do a very good job of it. And our transition defense we're going to have to tighten that up, because the last 2 games it has not been good. It has not been good. Now, we're a team that goes to the offensive glass. We had 17 offensive rebounds tonight, I think 20 the other night. But that puts the pressure on your transition defense. And one of the things our system allows us to send those 3, because we do a good job of stopping their transition at the initial point of it, and that's usually LaQuincy. And then subbing in, and then you have X. Well, we don't have LaQuincy. So, and then some of our rotations. Now, David's in a different spot where usually he's supposed to be back, or TJ's usually going to the glass. Now he's got to get back. It's hurt us the last 2 games. But it was, usually those type of transition baskets occur because of poor offense. And that's exactly what happened.
Were you not attacking the zone well initially, or just making bad decisions in the zone?
Well, I mean, the first few possessions they went to it, we attacked it well. We attacked it well. And then we didn't. And then we did. you know, I don't, 6 threes, does that give us the season record?
Yeah.
It does. And we're not a good shooting team. So I don't know what was going on around there before, you know, but we go 6 of 23. You got to make some jump shots too against the zone. But we didn't do a great job of attacking it. You know, we didn't do a great job of attacking it. And again, everybody's kind of one position off a little bit, but I thought in the second half, the last 8 minutes with the drives to the basket, putting Rayshawn in the middle helped. He's a little more aggressive. He's able to, you know, catch the ball and make a play. In retrospect, should have probably done that earlier.
Guys just continue to seem to miss open baskets and open looks. Are they rushing things, or are they just not knocking them down?
Yeah, I mean, we got some good looks, just didn't make them. You know, maybe a combination of rushing them, not being physical enough around the basket a little bit. We had some plays around the basket where we got to, you got to finish those. Not aggressive enough, not assertive enough. Like I said, a little tentative, a little, unless you're going to score with your whole heart, sometimes that ball ain't going in. I thought you saw that today.
Coach, you mentioned not having Q out there. What's the latest with his stats?
He went. Today was a day to do some more basketball, so he went through some stuff this morning with us, and then he went through the warm-ups. We'll see how it responds tomorrow. We'll see how it responds tomorrow. So he hasn't had a full practice in 3 weeks now, and last week we completely shut him down. So for him to play on Thursday, for him to be effective, he's got to get a good day in tomorrow and then 2 good days of practice before I put him out there. I think he's a tough enough kid where he'll play, but at the same time we need him to be effective, and I don't need him getting frustrated out there because he's not able to, he's not in rhythm. He's a rhythm player, and the only way to do that is through practice and reps, and he just hasn't got those the last 3 weeks since the first Central Florida game.
How do you feel about your club going into tournament play? I mean, this last stretch of season, you've had a killer schedule, but
Yeah.
Just how do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, you got to take a step back, and I mean, we're at 19 wins. We had something that would have been really nice to accomplish today, so I'm disappointed in that. But I'm not sure anybody thought we'd ever be able to accomplish that this year. You know what I mean? Our guys have been great all year long. I'm pleased. I'm disappointed. I'm a competitive guy. I'm ticked off right now because we didn't perform well. And we have all year long. We haven't maybe always played great, but we competed and we played hard and we did a lot of good things. And, going into today, we lost on the road in the last minute at UConn on a last second shot at Tulsa. And every other loss in the league was to the top 4 teams in the league. You know what I mean? So, and give SMU credit because they beat us today. So, we need to take a step back and see where you're at. We've done a lot of good things. We've done a lot of good things, and we've made some great progress in the program. But at the same time, this, I always say this is one of the most difficult spots because you're good enough to compete, but you're just not quite good enough to win the games. And it's frustrating because you're right there and you can see it and you know what you got to do, but that takes time. As I said, the building process takes time. It's every single day, and it's not an even flow. There's ups and downs in it. But our guys have been good, like I said, in responding. Going into the tournament, we've never won a game in the tournament. This program has never won a game in the AAC tournament. So we got a chance to do something again that would be special and unique for this team. And every time you do something like that, 5-game winning streak, 19 wins, maybe how many can you get? All those different things. All that does is start building on the foundation of what we're trying to build and what we're trying to get done. And it makes the next step not any easier, but at least you have confidence and you know you've done some great things. And in a perfect world, you win 20 games in the regular season and you become the only team in the history of the program to win 20 regular season games. You know, but we didn't do that. So now you need to take a step back, recalibrate, and get ready for Thursday.
Anything else?